Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue and today is month 4 of me unboxing my ice cream beauty box. No, I unboxed it already. We are trying everything out in my November ice cream beauty box. Today we are creating this look, which I think turned out so beautiful. I am so excited to hop into all the products that were in this box. If you want to see just the unboxing, I posted it on Wednesday. You can go check that out, but you'll see all the products in this video either way. So if you want to just hang out and watch this one, then yeah, awesome. I'm so excited to create this look with you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty guys, let's jump straight into playing with everything from the November Ice Cream Beauty Box, starting with the palette. Now I am just going to mention here that the color story for this box, I'm not 100% sure how well everything is going to go together, because we've got like a baby pink for a blush, and then we have like a bright orange, like it's a maybe salmon-y lip gloss, and I'm just trying to figure out what eye look is going to make those look good together. So I was thinking I would play with the oranges and the reds, and then maybe pull in like this pinky color to try and do something that'll be cohesive for the additional products. So I think we're going to play with the pinks, or yeah, the oranges and the reds, and then probably adding secrets and maybe a little bit of chandelier. So let's go ahead and start with terracotta tiles and velour chair. So we're gonna grab let's start with the red. I really like that red. So let's go into velour chair. I already primed my eyes, and we're just going to pop that on this outer edge, and I'm just gonna work on building it up. And I did, while we're filming, just want to chat a little bit about what's been going on with Ice Cream Beauty, because a lot of people have been giving up hope on Ice Cream Beauty kind of being what it once was as far as social media and customer service and everything. But in my video from Wednesday, my unboxing, I did chat a little bit about the fact that they did make a announcement post kind of explaining everything that was going on. Just brought you in a little bit closer there. But yeah, they did end up making a post kind of explaining everything that's been going on. Apparently they are back, but they also haven't posted since that post. So I think it might take a little bit of time for them to get back to being more consistent and kind of figuring things out. But they did at least explain themselves. But I was watching a few people posting videos, and a lot of people are really unhappy with how Ice Cream Beauty's been. And I mean, I've always kind of wanted to show them grace. I actually jumped into the Ice Cream Beauty Box right as everything fell apart for them, from the sounds of it, because things started going badly from the August box with all the broken... I picked up the wrong shade. Shoot. Just gonna grab a different brush. Going into terracotta tiles now. But I first subscribed in August, so my first box was broken, and then things they just stopped posting and everything. And so I had seen that they were really consistent on social media and everything prior to me subscribing, but once I subscribed, everything just kind of halted. And I did show them a lot of grace as far as like, who am I to judge? Like, I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, and I do run a small business, and they're like, once things go wrong, or it's easy to fall behind. Not in like orders, they always shipped out their orders, like they were good about that, but it's easy to like take a break from social media, especially when everything is kind of so many things happening at once. So I don't know, I tried to be really understanding about that and not judge them, but I can also understand the frustration as a customer if you're trying to get a hold of them, but their emails were down, so they didn't even know that they were ghosting people in that regard. I do think they should have checked their social medias, because that's where people were kind of posting, hey, like, I haven't heard from you, I've emailed, blah blah blah, and then maybe they would have realized that their emails were down a lot sooner. So I will say that. But again, I don't know. Like, I don't know what was going on. These colors are really beautiful, by the way. I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Let's go in with some glitter primer. But yeah, it felt like a lot of people were getting pretty much at their wits' end about Ice Cream Beauty, and I'm not gonna lie, I was just sitting there chilling, like, maybe I'll just be the only one reviewing them for a while. That's okay. That said, I do understand frustration, especially if you did have a reason to email them and not hear back. I can't imagine how frustrating that is. Thankfully for me, when my first box broke, they emailed back right away. Like, they were on top of it, and that was the only customer service experience I ever had with them, and it was good. After that, my second palette came in with one slightly broken shade, but I was able to press it back in, so I didn't care. It worked fine after that. Going into Attic Secrets, which looks like a really pretty shifty shade, but I can definitely understand that kind of shift in opinion if you had reached out for any reason and not hear back for months on end. Like, I can understand that that would be frustrating, especially if you never received your box because you were trying to change your email. So that's really unfortunate for those people and for the brand to have to try and like take care of that now. Honestly, now that their email's back up, they'll probably be kind of busy with taking care of all of that, everyone reaching out over again. So maybe their social media will still suffer a little bit because of it. I kind of want to take a little bit of the blush to put in my brow bone because there's not really a light shade other than a shimmer, which I will put as well. But let's grab a little bit of the bubble tea and just pop it up in the brow bone. I just like to put a little something up there, whether it be like a setting powder or like the lightest shade in the palette. I don't always do it, but I think it helps pull my look together just a little bit if I do put something up top. Yeah, actually I'm really liking this. That's super pretty. I will have to touch up around here. It pretty much always waters when I'm putting makeup on, and then once I give my eyes like a second doing the other eye, it stops watering most of the time, and then I can do touch-ups. So I'm just gonna get everything placed for now. And I think I really do want to play with this shade, but it's going to have to wait until I use this palette with my series that I'm doing where I use every shade in every palette. I'm just going to hold off for that. So I think I'm just going to pull the red and the orange under and then do a inner corner and brow bone shimmer, and then that'll be it for this look, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to put the red down, and then again, I'll touch it up off camera. So just popping that. And then should I put maybe, I think I'll pull the shimmer to the lower lash line as well, just in the center of the two shades. I think that'll be really cute. And I'm going to grab terracotta tiles, pop that on this inner edge, and then we're gonna take just a teeny tiny bit of glitter primer, and I'm just placing it right here, just in between those two shades on the lower lash line, and I'm grabbing a tiny bit more Attic Secrets and just popping it there. Okay, now we're just gonna do the inner corner and brow bone, and we're gonna use Chandelier. Just really making sure it's nice and intense. I think that looks really, really pretty. And then we're also going to pop it up here. And then we're going to grab oh yeah, I almost forgot about these. Shoot, do I want to do white or black? I was gonna do a color, but I forgot I had these. I think white's the choice. So let's go in with the Bratz white gel liner from Beauty Creations. Let's see if it works really well. I usually use the ColourPop ones for cream gel liners, but let's test it out. Is it doing anything? It works on my hand. It's kind of just pulling the red. Let me wipe the red off of it now. I mean, it looks cute, but it's not white because the red on it, it's not pulling that away. I feel like with my ColourPop one, just a few swipes back and forth and you've got it pretty white, whereas this one, I'll have to keep testing it. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it's pink because of the red, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I guess I should use the other side too. I'm not very good with those brushes. Let's take a look here. Oof, okay. I mean, it looks like it writes nicely. I'm just not very good with these, so I did that little swipe there. Let's see. I'm gonna go to just do my kind of go-to that I do. Oof, that looks bad. It's my fault though, I think. Oh god. So this is how it looks. It's not terrible, but it dries so fast that I feel like I'm so limited on what I can do with it. I guess it's just gonna live its best life like that. Mascara. My e.l.f. one is almost empty, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one because I want to test everything for you guys. I won't always. If I start having like 20 mascaras open, it's blue. It smells kind of like chlorine. It's navy though. I don't know if it'll look good with this look, but gotta test everything, right? Okay, so I am glad I opened it because it's unique. It's not just a random another black one. That's fun. I mean, it's so dark on my dark lashes that you can barely tell. Okay, I might try and fix this wing up a little bit more off camera, but I'm gonna hop off, do the other eye, get my face, my base done. I'll come back to do the blush and the gloss, and then we'll finish up the video. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and apply some blush. So this is the Zisa blush in Sweet. It's just called Sweet Blush. And I'm just gonna start applying that. It is quite a soft blush. It kind of reminds me of one of the ColourPop Sailor Moon ones. The one that I use more often because it's a little subtler of a pink, which I do appreciate. If I'm going with a pink, it's usually not a hot pink. Don't get me wrong, I do occasionally, but that's usually not my go-to. But a softer pink is nicer. And although it starts off pretty light, I do have to build it up quite a bit, but it does build up nicely, which I appreciate. Now let's go into lips. I do want to do a lip liner. This is the ColourPop lip liner in Top Down. All right, now let's go into the Trapped lip gloss. This one is in Shallows. It smells like marshmallow, which I love. I do think it looks cute with the eye look. I think that it was a good idea to put a pink underneath it. It's got decent pigment to it, which I am surprised about. Not surprised, but like glosses usually don't have a ton of pigment, but it seems decent. I mean, I'll have to wear it more often to know if I like how it feels on the lips long term. Again, I'm super picky when it comes to my lip products. I don't usually like feeling things on my lips for a long period of time. Usually I get tired of it and take it off, but yeah, let's go ahead and zoom out and talk about everything that was in this box. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna start off by saying I love how the look turned out. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I am really in love with this shimmer and the little graphic liner I did. I feel so cute. I will say, let's talk about everything individually and then all as a whole together. So starting with the palette, I think that the few mattes that I tried performed beautifully. I am absolutely obsessed with Attic Secrets. Chandelier was also really pretty. It's more of a traditional shimmer formula, so I'm guessing this one will also be that same formula. I'm excited to try out Candlelight. Verdigris will also probably be pretty similar to these two. And I think Conservatory is going to be similar to Attic Secrets, which I'm really excited for. So far, I love this. I cannot wait to pull it into my using every single shade and every single palette in my collection just so I can try everything out. I'm very excited about that. Packaging is absolutely stunning. I wish I had received this palette before I did my ranking video where I ranked my palettes based on packaging, because this would have been pretty high up, I think. That said, I will definitely do another video like that as my collection grows and changes over time, so we can look forward to it in the next one at least. I think it's beautiful. I love cottagecore vibes. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette. I think, like I said, the color story is beautiful. I can't wait to play with this blue color. I don't know. And this one, I'm very excited to dip into it again. I love the look I created with this one. So yeah, that is the Le Petite Maison from Gourmand Girls. Next up, we have the Zisa Beauty Mascara. It was like the Living Color or something like that. This is so fun. I love that I now have a colored mascara in my collection. I don't know how I feel about its performance yet. I feel like it's kind of clumpy. I did have to go in with a spoolie to brush my lashes out. So quality-wise, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it, but I did think it was a fun thing to bring into the box. Something a little less traditional, because I wasn't gonna open it if it was a black mascara, and then I decided to open it anyways, and it was a very happy surprise. So yeah, I am really excited to have this in my collection and to keep on trying it out. The next product, let's talk about the other Zisa Beauty. This is the blush, and I think it's really cute. I like that it's buildable. One thing I've noticed about like my other Zisa product as well is that they are very, very subtle and soft, but I like how this one built up. I've never really tried to build up the highlighter. I usually keep it as a soft highlight, so I'm curious if it does build up more. This one, it built up pretty nicely for the color that it is. I think it's a great everyday, like quick, no makeup kind of vibe, which for work days, I usually like my skin makeup to be either nothing or very soft, so I do think I'll get use out of it for like work days and that sort of thing. Next up, let's talk about these. These are the Beauty Creations liners. I think I need to practice with them more, but I will say when I was using this piece, it dried so fast. It almost felt like, when it dried, it almost felt like whiteout, like how when it dries, you can't really go over it again very easily, if that makes sense. It's a weird way to describe it, but that's the only thing I could think of when I was trying to do a second layer to clean it up. It almost felt like dried down like the paint on whiteout. I'll play with it some more to really solidify my opinion. I will have to play with the cream gel liner more as well because, like I said, I couldn't get it to be white, but it looked pink, so like I'm not mad at how it turned out. I just don't know if it's the quality that I usually expect when I play with my ones from ColourPop, but I will play with them some more. For now, I'm kind of like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it yet either. I will definitely have to keep testing it out. And lastly here, we do have the Trapped Lip Gloss. I am always gonna be super biased. I don't like that the name is on a sticker. I just realized that. How am I supposed to know? I don't want to lose the sticker. Get back in there. I don't like when brands put things on stickers and then the stickers fall out and then I have no idea what I'm using. That's one thing that I'll say. So for the lip gloss, I am super biased. So if you love lip gloss, you might love this. I have no idea. I don't know what makes a lip gloss good or bad because I don't typically like lip glosses. I'm trying to learn how to wear them more just so that I can give a better opinion when I do try out new ones. The packaging is adorable. I want the palette so bad, but I missed the bag and I can't afford it full price. Unfortunately, I do these boxes because I can try new makeup on a budget, and it's pretty much the only way I can continuously bring new makeup into my collection at this time in my life. So, but man, did I want that palette so bad. When I realized it was in the bag, I was so sad I wasn't subscribed for the bag too, but I do, like, I can't really judge this. I think it looks fine. Talking and stuff, it's not bothering me at the moment. I think it'll be okay. I will keep testing it out. I think it looks really pretty. My lips are pretty dry right now. I don't know why. I always put a lip mask on before bed, but today they are a little bit dry, but it is what it is. And then I just wish this was the highlighter because I wanted that highlighter so bad. Not that I'm sad to have this because, like I said, I do want to learn to use lip glosses more and kind of see if I can learn to love them or find a formula that I do love. So yeah, this one I'm just kind of, I don't love it, but I don't hate it yet either. I'm just still kind of figuring it out. And then as a whole, I'm gonna say that there's not a lot of color coordination. Like the way, I know that not everyone is doing what I'm doing where they use everything in the box at once, but if they were, like, I think that for a blush, maybe a red or a brown neutral blush would have been better. I know you can kind of pull in pinks because of those shades, but honestly on the eye, it's not that pink. It's more green. There's a little pink shift to it, which I love, but I do think that a better blush would have been like a brown or a red or even an orangish blush to go with that terracotta. And then with the gloss, it's very salmon, which again, I don't really feel like goes with this palette. I think that a nude, a brown, something like that would have been better. Even a red to go with this, but like I think a nude or a brown would have gone a lot better, or even a clear gloss maybe. I feel like the salmon is kind of a weird thing to bring in with this as a curated box. And then also, I love that we got the mascara in for a colorful mascara, but again, I typically would not bring a navy mascara into this eye look or into really any of these colors. So again, as a curated box, it just feels a little bit random. These are fine. I mean, these can go with kind of anything. I think that maybe something more colored would have been cool, but I also think these work just fine. But I don't think that, like, as a curated box, it all blended together perfectly. That said, I created a beautiful look using everything, so who am I to judge? You know, I think that at the end of the day, everything did work together, even if it took a little bit of, like, figuring out what I wanted to do to make it work. I still think I managed, and everything did turn out really beautifully. So yeah, that is my November ice cream beauty box. I'm so glad to see them back. I'm so glad that they have been able to kind of express what has been going on, and hopefully moving forward in the future, things go smoothly for them again, because I really appreciate brands that do this sort of thing where they bring in other small businesses to support small businesses and also give people like me an opportunity to try makeup that I might not be able to afford otherwise. So I love this box. I think it's a really wonderful investment to grow a makeup collection. I absolutely would recommend it. Even with the hiccups that did happen over the past few months, I completely understand that we're all human and things happen, and they did take accountability, saying that they just didn't know how to handle everything and how to express it. And I get that when everything is falling apart, that's a hard thing to be open about to a bunch of people that you don't know, whether they support you or not. It's a hard thing to talk about, even to people you do know. That, like, it's so hard to express that, like, things aren't working, things are falling apart, I don't know how to fix them. And like, I know we've all been there, so for them to have come out and kind of explain everything that had been going on over these couple months, that was probably very hard for them to mention, and I'm glad that they were able to trust their support system and kind of be open about that, and hopefully things go smoothly in the future, and hopefully this went well and they feel confident that if things happen again going forward, they can feel confident in confiding in everyone that does subscribe to their boxes, because I think the people that subscribe to this kind of box typically are going to be people that want to support the little guys. We want to support small businesses because Ice Cream Beauty is a small business that supports other small businesses, right? So I think that for the most part, like, sure, some people are just going to subscribe because fun makeup, but to me, it's not just about fun makeup. I'm supporting tons of small businesses, and that means so much more to me than supporting billion-dollar companies. I think it's so important, and having it more accessible because of a subscription box like this is so cool. So sorry, I kind of went on a little tangent there, but that stuff is so important to me. I could talk about that sort of thing all day long. But with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the look I created. I love it. I'm feeling so cute in this makeup look. It's giving me like whimsy Christmas, and I'm obsessed. If you liked this video, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below, just about everything that went on with Ice Cream Beauty, about what you think about the box, about whatever you want to tell me down in the comments. I always get so excited when I get comments because I'm still a little guy here on YouTube. So it's so exciting when people value my opinion or want to talk to me about it, or even want to like share their opinion and they disagree with me. I don't like, that's fine. Just the fact that you want to talk to me is so cool. So I don't know. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to give this video a thumbs up, please feel free. That helps my channel out a lot. You can also hype me up if you so desire, and if you want to see more content from me in the future, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And with that said, guys, I will catch you on my next one. Bye!